Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and today it is time for my June doll haul. Now I'm gonna tackle this one a little bit differently just because this month I haven't actually bought that many dolls. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you what I've bought, we're gonna talk about them a little bit, and then I'm gonna restore them all at the end just so that we have some nice dolls that I can put on display. Now the theme of this month's dolls is just basically that I've only bought Draculaura's. So we're going to start with my first purchase this month, which was Fierbock Draculaura. Now I've wanted this doll for a while. I really like her theming. She's been in my basket for a while and she randomly went on sale for like 11 quid. So I was like, now is the time, I will purchase you. And I really love her. I love the beret. As you can see, I've got Skulltimate Secrets Series 1 Draculaura that has this beret as well. I just love the jacket. I love the theming of this doll. The shoes are amazing as well. I kind of want to paint some details on there, but as they are, I really like them. And yeah, she's a really, really pretty doll. She's got great screening. Like, I love the contrast of like the purple with the pink. It looks really good. I love her accessories. I love her earrings, the hearts that are dripping. And I just think this is a really strong doll. So yeah, I'm really happy with her. I've actually cleaned her previously, but unfortunately I didn't get the conditioner out well enough. And it doesn't really show on camera very well, but it's quite sticky and clumpy and it doesn't feel nice. So she will be getting another clean today. So my second purchase this month was, as you've probably seen already, the one and only Scary Sweet Birthday Draculaura. Now, as I said in my review, I have been waiting for this doll to come to the UK for ages. Like, I feel like the leaks were like months and months and months ago. And the moment I saw her, I was like, you have to be in my collection. Like, there's no questioning, you have to be in my collection. And usually I wait for a sale when it comes to like Monster High dolls, as they're not really like a main priority for me. But I had to get her straight away. I had to get her full price. So she's going to take a little bit of work. This hair is just a mess. It is shedding and shedding and shedding. And it's like, as it is right now, this has happened like 3 or 4 times and I gently pull it out and then more comes out. So I'm hoping that she isn't bald by the end of this restoration. And I'm just really happy that I got her and I got a nice screening. And yeah, so I'm super excited to have those two cleaned up. But as a little bonus, as I thought it just made sense, I'm also going to be restoring my Buried Secrets Wave 2 Draculaura, as I've had her for a little while. I've really enjoyed her, but I haven't actually spent the time to deal with her hair. It's poly. It's not that bad, but I think now is the time for me to do it because it just makes sense, doesn't it? Like, 3 Draculauras, let's get them all nice and new, and then I can finally tackle what's going on up here, because I've been wanting to redo my shelf for a while. So with all that said, if you happen to be new here, I make regular content based around dolls, specifically Bratz, Bratzillas, Monster High, Shadow High, Rainbow High, and other brands as well. So if you're interested in having another person pop up in your subscription box, please feel free to subscribe, as I make regular content and it would really support the channel. With all that out the way, I think it's time to get these girls ready for their restoration. So
let's get this roast cooking.
So I just started as I usually do. I removed all the accessories, all the earrings, all the hats, all the shoes, all the bags, all the Stanley Cups, all the headpieces, everything, and all the clothes, and put them in a pile. And originally I was actually going to wash the clothes, but considering they were pretty much just new in box, they hadn't been anywhere, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to skip that step just so that this process was a bit easier. And then I basically just tried to get this elastic band out of Draculaura's hair. And yeah, every time I get 3 elastic bands with a doll, I'm going to take that opportunity and make sure that they come out nice and easily, just so that I can have more elastic bands to use for hairstyling. So then I moved on to washing the hair, which most of the time is a very easy process. So I usually start just with wetting the hair and using antibacterial soap and letting it sit for a little bit, just because that kind of cuts through all the grease and the grime and the hair product. and then I wash through it, and then I add the conditioner. And I wish I could actually go back in time and move that conditioner bottle, because you're going to watch this like ball of hair grow and grow and grow, because I think with these dolls, I think I spent about 45 minutes untangling and combing through, and that was pretty much, I'm going to say that 90% of the time was with Scary Sweet Birthday Draculaura. This hair was a mess. It was so matted, and it was just like not... I thought this was going to be a really easy process, and it was absolutely not that at all. And every time I felt like I got to the end of the untangling, I'd comb through it again just to be on the safe side, and the friction and basically it just wasn't untangling properly. So I just combed as much as possible, and then I just left her in the sink to kind of like sit, because I didn't want to be in the same position that I was last time and having the conditioner still be in the hair, and then once it dried, it not being nice and it feeling sticky and yeah, requiring another wash. So then with the other two, it was dead easy. Literally, I just combed through them a couple of times with the conditioner and washed them out, and it was super simple. And then after that, as I usually do, I do a boil wash, but I don't really do what most people do. I think a lot of people, when they use Saran, they actually boil it on the stove and dip it in. I just usually use my kettle, fill up a big mug of boiling water and dip it in that way, just because it's easier for me, and then I can just pour that on top and let all the parting set. So the boil wash wasn't too much of a struggle. There was still some like kind of friction and just resistance really from the hair in Draculaura's ponytails to be combed through. I think if I was going to do this again, I think I would try and boil it on the stove and just see what happens, because as you will see very soon, the results were not perfect. And then basically, out of protest, because I was really angry at Draculaura's ponytails, I put them in air jail. Okay, so we are back. It is actually a couple of days later, but it's time to have a look at the results. So I'm going to start with the one that I have the least to talk about, and then move on to the ones that I have the most to talk about. So first of all, we're going to take a look at Buried Secrets Wave 2 Draculaura. Now, I absolutely love this doll, and the results turned out really good. I think the main issue here is just that it's polypropylene, isn't it? So it's very bulky, and I don't necessarily know how to style it. I'm the kind of person that likes to make the factory hairstyle what she's like on display with, but I can't really figure out what to do with this, because I actually like the side swoop and the fringe actually being more out and forward, but I just don't really know what to do, to be honest. But the hair is nice and soft, it's untangled, and yeah, I really love this doll. I really love the hair blend. The pink and the maroon just goes together really nice. And for now, I'm happy with these results, but I'm thinking that maybe in the future I might do a little reroute, just because I'm thinking that maybe a bit of nylon might be really nice, because that's much more easy to style. And maybe I'd be able to find this burgundy colour and the pink as well. So yeah, that's Buried Secrets. I'm happy with these results. And next up is Fearbook Draculaura. So once again, the results here are really great, really nice, dead simple to be honest, because I'd already restored her previously. The boil wash obviously made the hair nice and soft and straight, and it looks great. And yeah, I really like this doll a lot. Like, I'm sorry, but this little director's slate, is that what it's called? It's just so adorable. I love the beret, I love the colours, just the makeup is insane as well. I love this doll, and yeah, I'm really excited to have her on display. I'm excited to redo my shelf just in general, to be honest, but this was pretty simple, didn't lose much hair, feels nice and soft, it's nice and straight and untangled, so that's a win. A win is a win. And then finally, we're going to take a little look at Scary Sweet Birthday Draculaura, and I have a lot to say about this doll. So here she is, and the results are pretty decent. I would say that she looks good. The hair is now untangled and soft, but I will say, I mean, I'm probably going to have to put some more work into this, but Her hair looks so fried, like so frazzled. I don't know if it's like the pale pink against the black makes the hair look worse, but this was an actual mission to get to this place. This is how much hair I lost. It might not seem like a lot, but when I tell you, there was so much shedding before I even combed the hair, and that was hair that I just put directly into the bin. So this ball should be so much bigger, but there were just chunks and clumps coming out of her hair, and I was being really gentle. Like, I was genuinely taking my time, going strand by strand, getting through the hair, untangling it, and she was just shedding and shedding and shedding. And I do love this doll, so it hasn't like ruined her for me, but the results are just not great. So I think I'm gonna have to take her for another round of boil washing, but that's going to be for another day, just because I want to get this all finished for now, get her up on display and redo my shelf. There's just a lot wrong with the quality control with this line, and that's so disappointing, and I probably won't be able to show you it properly on camera, but I realised as I got her out of the package, I hadn't cut any hair. I'm always super safe when I'm like trimming tea ties and stuff like that, but there were just clumps of like short hair where it looks like it's been cut, and that wasn't me, and I know that for a fact, and it's just, I don't know. This line's quality control, like, we know there's stuff going on with Mattel right now. They've obviously let a lot of people go. This, I don't know if this is from the same factory that most of the other G3 dolls are from. I know there's tariffs in conversation, and I think a couple of companies have moved around where they're producing their products, but the quality control on this line is not good. And this, let's be real, Saran usually reacts with boiling water really well, and this is just like, I don't know, it just looks fried. It looks fried, and that's not acceptable. And yeah, apart from that though, I won't be able to see the fried hair once she's on display because she looks so cute from the front. And yeah, this is definitely up there. I think this is probably my favourite G3 Draculaura right now, and I do love her, and she looks great. I've only really gelled the fringe to make it stay down, but I didn't need to trim anything. It's in a very like nice little like kind of like V at the front, and for now I'm okay with the results. Obviously there will need to be some more stuff going on. You can even see like the friedness and like the ridges in the hair with the lighting right now. It's just not where it should be. But yeah, that is the results. I'm really excited to get these girls on display because I'm just a Draculaura stan now. Like, I can't fight it anymore, and I don't think that's an uncommon like opinion. So yeah, if you're a Draculaura stan, please let me know down below. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about how the Draculaura's turned out. But I just want to take a second before I close this video out just to say I think my content is going to slow down a little bit just because I'm still settling in with my new job. I've been super busy and I've been trying to make content, and I've been having like a bit of like imposter syndrome in some instances. I've made a video that I've like scrapped for now and put on the back burner just because I wasn't happy with the quality, and that kind of like got in my head for a little bit at the beginning of this month. So yeah, I'm just trying to stick to making content that I enjoy and not putting too much pressure on myself, and yeah, just trying to make simple quality content as much as I can with what I have. So yeah, I just wanted to communicate that to you guys just because I have been a little bit stressed when I've been having fun so far, and I want to keep it fun and enjoyable. And yeah, so if I miss a week every now and then, I'm still coming back. I'm just a little bit busy. So with all that out the way, that's pretty much all I have to say about my dolls and how they've turned out. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below which one was your favorite. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.